So I'll keep my fingers that I'll cross that I'll be wearing a blue jacket soon. We'll see. Who knows? Yes.
Who has more money, Tango or Sonopango?
Sweet Tango. But he doesn't retain it, of course, because I can't tell that because that's a giant spoiler, but Sweet Tango has other plans for his money. So, yes, but Sweet Tango, definitely. That's a speed grapher question. Yes?
I just recently finished First Angel. What do you think happens to Kyohei?
Oh, you know what? How sad is that we never find out what happens to Kyohei? Like, he has such an anticlimactic finish in that show. It's like, what's going on? And that's it. That's all we ever see of him. Ugetsu Hakua and I talked about Kyo when I was at AX, and the director of Burst Angel and Hakua, he's the character designer, have two very different ideas about where the story goes, and Hakua has said that he would like to do his own retelling of what happens after the story, in which Kyo is actually grown, and Kyohei is a little more of a man, not too much, but he's a chef and he still works for the girls, and he kind of gets pushed into a situation where he has to stand up and be a man who doesn't answer his cell phone during panels. So, but yeah, I miss him, definitely. I miss that show. I think very few shows have a cooler opening than that show, except maybe Beck. Well, there's an OVA that they've already done that's already out, and then I don't know of anything else after that. But there's always hope. Anytime a show does well here in the States, there's always the chance that somebody in Japan may go, "Hey, let's do it again." So I'll keep my fingers crossed on them too, on the Burst Angel girls.
On shows like Evangelion, there's a lot of backstory stuff, like a lot of religion is put into it. Do you ever look into it?
No, specifically not that show. Hideaki Anno has admitted purposefully to adding more religion than needed in that show, mainly because he knew people would dig and try to find more meaning in it. It's really hard, especially now. Like, obviously when I worked on Evangelion, I didn't have the luxury of never seeing it. I was a big old fanboy, so I knew exactly what was going on. But I think the bigger and more important thing is to focus on your character, because your character's part in an overall story may not even be concerned with the religious aspects of it, may not be concerned with any kind of weird sexual connotation that may be taking place in the show. You just have to be that character to the fullest. Here's a funny story, and it kind of relates to this. I did an ecchi title when I first started working in anime, Dragon's Knight 4, Wheel of Time. Now, yay, there's a clap for that. Then you'll really, since you've seen that, you'll really enjoy this story. I play Kakeru, who is a spunky little spiky-haired kid, innocent voice. All I ever knew is that I was this little kid, and I sometimes fought battles, and I remained innocent. That is a dirty show. That is a very dirty show. And I watched it with my folks. And the only joke I ever got that I was told about, that I had any clue, there's this one knight that takes a fancy to my character, and he's always blowing kisses at my character. And I'm like, why is that big mustache guy blowing kisses at my character? And they're like, oh, he's the dirty old man. And I'm like, what? So, but the less I knew about all of that, the more I could be the real character. If I knew there was some old man leering at me, or I knew there was sex everywhere, that might have changed what I did with that character, as opposed to just being, you know, the little innocent pie-eyed kid, which is what he needed to be. So I think sometimes it's more important just to focus on your character and your character's part in the story, and not try to find out too much. Like right now, when I work on a show, I try not to know anything about it when I start, other than what I need to know about the character. Because as with the case with Chrono Crusade, I had never, and that's my family. Oh wait, no, my parents are getting ready to get on a plane. Hang on. Hey, who's this? Hey, everybody say hi to my dad. Hey, I'm in the middle of my spotlight panel. Can I call you in a little bit? Y'all are on the plane? Okay. All right, love y'all. All right, bye. They're on the plane. They're coming back from vacation, so. With Chrono Crusade, I didn't know anything other than who Chrono was and the two forms, and that he was kind of loosely connected to this character, Rosette, and that's all I knew. So while we were recording it, I got to fall in love with that show firsthand. If I knew as much about the show as I do now, it would have really affected how well I could have done in the show. Because as those of y'all that have seen it, I'm not going to spoil it, some pretty major things happen to that character and his relationships, and even his past relationships affect the way he deals with Rosette now. And so it's one of those things that if you kind of live and grow through the character, I think you get a much more honest performance. So I try not to look too deep, but I know it's just like Ava, it's kind of hard. Yeah. How are you doing, Mrs. Fully Cooley Shirt?
Good. This is my 3rd year at Anime Boston.
Yay!
I'm twice, so can I have a hug?
Oh my gosh. Wait. I'll get in trouble with security if I say yes now. But I will hug you later.
Okay.
But just not now, yes, because it'll be a sea of hugs. Yes. There you go. I will give you a hug later. Okay. Hi.
I'm sorry, my voice is like cracking.
That is totally fine. I made a career out of a voice that cracks. You have a bag like mine.
Well, this is for you.
Oh my gosh, wait.